I mean, the last fight, took it on 4 days' notice. Stepped up when nobody else would. I really did that because to get re-signed back into UFC. They doubled my salary. I couldn't really turn it down, and that was really the reason for taking the fight. Just get another opportunity. And hats off to him, man. He phenomenal grappler. Probably one of the best wrestling purists in the heavyweight division since DC was in there. And I really pride myself on my takedown defense, man. And besides a few trips on some naked kicks that I've gotten taken down, I've never been taken down in my career. And he he made it feel like pretty effortlessly. I mean, so he's hats off to him. He's a hell of a fighter. And really opened up my eyes, and when I got back to the gym, realized that that's something I really need to work on as far as like my wrestling goes in that aspect, because he was on another level, and tons of respect for him.
And I know it's frustrating maybe with the results, but like you said, new contract, you're staying busy. They keep booking you in fights. So I mean, I guess you want the wins, but I mean overall, how do you feel about how things are going right now, knowing that there are positives?
Yeah, there are positives. I'm glad you bring that up, because that's what I'm really trying to focus on is the positives and being grateful. And I'm blessed. Re-signed to the UFC 3 times, and I'm just waiting for my opportunity. You know what I mean? And I tell people all the time, like I got a story to tell, and that ain't gonna be denied. So all we need is a little spark, man. I'm gonna light this motherfucker up. That's it. I just need that little glimmer of hope, and then it's on. And I think you find that a lot with sports, individual sports. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna watch golfers or major league pitchers and stuff, when they're hot, they're hot. And sometimes when they're cold, they're cold. And like I said, I just need that little bit of glimmer of hope. And then Saturday night, that's what I plan to do. Go out there and just let them hang.
What do you think about Jared as an opponent? What he brings to the table, the matchup itself? What do you think about it?
I watched his fights, man, and stylistically, I see a lot of my own characteristics in the things that he does. When I say that, I'm speaking in the sense of like he likes to walk you down. He likes to engage in the firefight. There's things that he does. He mixes it up well with the hands and the feet. I really, when he called me out or he asked for the fight, I went and watched the film, and I was like, this is a tailor-made fight for me. I think it's going to be a really fun fight, and I think I'm going to get to show some more of my skill set, versus trying to just get off my back. And I could be wrong, though. You know what I mean? He can come out there and try to take me down, and whatever. It is what it is. But I don't think that's why he asked for the fight. So.
Last thing for me, I guess what's most important for you here, man? I mean, is it that you go in and you do get a victory and get off the streak, or is it more about just going in there and feeling comfortable and being, happy, putting on a good performance? What matters most?
Yeah, and I'm glad you asked that too, because that's something I really harp on, man. I'm trying to get out of the frame of mind of focusing on an outcome. Far too often as fighters, athletes, whatever the case may be, we sit here and we're just focused on the outcome, and we're not enjoying the process. You know what I mean? And when you do that, all this time goes by you, and you look back and you're like, man, like I didn't even get to enjoy what I loved, because I was so focused on whether I was going to win or whether I was going to lose. And that affects every aspect in our lives, relationships, whatever the case may be, work, everything, you know what I mean? So I'm really just trying to be more present and enjoy the process. And if I can go out there and just get out of my head and get into my body, man, and just flow, I think that the world can see something special. You know what I mean? I really do. I believe that.
Hey, Chase.
What's up, brother?
I just wanted to know your emotions. You got cut from the UFC, and then a couple weeks later, you got right back.
It was like a couple days later. But, here's the thing is, when you say you got cut, so Mick did not want to release me, you know what I mean? But he didn't know when I was going to get to fight again. And so we were just kind of sitting there on the table, and then there was some other opportunities that I had spoken with my managers with, and they reached out to Mick and said, hey, if you don't know when he's going to fight again, do you mind if he takes some fights outside the organization? Just call him when he needs them. So it was more of like a release. Something we asked for, just kind of to stay active in, for the financial aspect of it, get paid.
Also, well, thanks for clearing that up. So you get released and then you get brought back. Like, what were the emotions like from those few days?
It was a roller coaster, man. It was just like, okay, we got released. Let's start looking at some other options. Was thinking about going back to bare knuckle boxing, and then a few days later, Abe had called me and said, "You're back in the UFC." And I was like, okay. I was like, I really didn't. I was really fixated on going back to bare knuckle boxing. So to make more money, low hanging fruit. I was already the heavyweight champ before, and I didn't have to continue to beat up my body with all the grappling and everything else that comes with MMA. So, but then he was like, well, they're gonna double your salary, and I was like, fucking sign me up. Let's go. So, I just think it's part of my journey, man. Like I said, I believe that there's unfinished business here, and that, like I said, I feel like I have a story to tell, and I'm not leaving until that's done.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Y'all have a good one.